Listen carefully. This is not just another video. This is not just encouragement. This is a summons from heaven. Have you ever reached a point where silence felt heavier than answers? Where prayers went up, but nothing around you moved? Where people quietly decided your season is over? Your time has passed. Has your story finished? If that has been your experience, do not scroll. Do not rush. Do not doubt this moment. Because this message is not random. It is not a coincidence. And it is absolutely not late. This is the exact moment heaven demands your attention. Something ancient is moving. Something unseen is aligning. Right now, an angelic portal is opening. Not for everyone, but for the ones who were whispered about. The ones who were underestimated. The ones who were told directly or indirectly, you've been forgotten. But God says, no, you were never forgotten. You were being prepared. There are people watching this who survived a season that nearly broke them. You chose obedience, and it costs you. Relationships, you chose faithfulness, and it delayed visible success. You chose God while others seemed to rise faster, louder, and easier, and slowly, dangerously. A lie tried to settle in your spirit. Maybe God skipped me. But hear this not emotionally, prophetically. God does not forget his vessels. He conceals them. What others call delay was divine. Insulation, what felt like isolation, was holy protection. What looked like rejection was strategic redirection. You were never being pushed backward. You were being positioned for impact. Hear this truth. Angel portals do not open with noise. They open with authority. They open quietly, often when expectation is lowest and endurance is highest. Scripture tells us angels are ministering spirits, sent on assignment for the heirs of salvation. That means while earth looked still, heaven was working overtime. Right now, an angelic assignment has been released with your name on it, not to impress people, not to defend you publicly, but to restore what was questioned privately. This opening is not about revenge. It is about. It was sealed until the appointed moment. People misunderstand. God may appear slow, but he is never late. When heaven moves, it does not crawl, it collides. Years of endurance collapse into weeks, months of prayer unlock in days. Tears you cried in secret become testimonies spoken openly. This is not motivation. This is a biblical pattern. Joseph, prison to palace in one day. Esther was hidden to be crowned in one moment. David overlooked being anointed without warning. And now heaven says, you're next. There are prayers you stopped praying because the pain became too familiar. You didn't lose faith. You protected your heart, but heaven never disengaged. God stored those prayers. God recorded those tears. God counted every silent step you took without clarity. And now God declares, I am answering what you thought had expired. This portal is not responding to a new prayer. It is unlocking an old one that survived the test of time. When God moves like this, confusion follows. Some will say, that was too fast. Others will ask, why them? Many will admit, I didn't see that coming. But heaven is not asking for approval. God is not negotiating your elevation. He is displaying His faithfulness, and the same voices that assumed you were forgotten will now witness undeniable proof that you were chosen. Hear this clearly. Not everything you lost was stolen. Some things were reserved. God removed people paths and plans that could not survive where He was taking you. What you called loss was divine clearance. Heaven never wastes pain. It repurposes it. And now this opening means return with increase. What comes back will be wiser, stronger, cleaner, and undeniably God-authored. This is not just a blessing season. This is a restoration season. God is restoring your confidence, your voice, your authority, your joy, your spiritual expectancy, and yes, your visible progress. The enemy delayed evidence to make you doubt your calling. But delay never cancels destiny. It sharpens discernment. Right now, angels are rearranging what you tried and failed to fix. Doors will open without explanation. Conversations will turn in your favor. Decisions will be made while your name is spoken in rooms you never entered. You will not chase. You will not beg. You will not explain. God is doing this without your strain. So no one mistakes your breakthrough for human effort. This is heaven-backed. Let this settle in your spirit. You were never forgotten. You were marked for endurance, marked for depth, marked for divine timing, marked for a testimony that could only come from God. And this angel portal opening is proof that waiting has ended and revealing has begun. I declare over you what was delayed released, what was silent speaking, what was questioned confirmed, what was hidden and honored. God is about to prove publicly and privately that you were never forgotten. If your spirit is responding, it's because this channel is part of your confirmation. These are not just videos. These are prophetic messages for people standing at the edge of divine transition. Subscribe now so you don't miss what heaven releases next. Like this video, share it with someone who needs this word. And stay connected, because the next message may unlock what you've been waiting for.